What is going on, everybody? Hope you all are well. Today, we are taking a first look at Clair Obscur Expeditions 33. We are playing on the Xbox Series X. Full disclosure, code for the game was provided by the publisher, but please keep in mind it's not paid content and the publisher has no control of my critical opinion of the game. We are covering this on the 25th of the 4th, 2025. So I believe this came out yesterday, right? I don't know if that was the early access version or the full release. A couple of points about this game before we go in. It's a turn-based RPG. So yeah, it's not a Japanese RPG, but you want to say Japanese RPG because it's born a lot of that formula. It's actually a Western main RPG, but it's got that design philosophy in mind. This is actually an indie game technically because I think the studio is like 30 people, right? Something very tiny. And another big thing to note about this game is it's not a full price game. It's like £40. I checked it before um we started. It's uh hold on, are you gonna sing over me, lady? um so it's not a full price game. And this is getting like high praise indeed. People are already like talking about, yo, could this be one of the game of year contenders? Reason why that is refreshing, right, is because when you add everything into it, like it's a small dev team. It's not priced as like a 60-70 pound game. Everybody's saying like visually, that's the reason like we all wanted to play this on my community. One is like it's a turn-based RPG, right? And visually it looks great. I didn't even know until like about a month ago that it was not going to be priced as a full game. And also it's a small dev team. Comes out and gets high praise indeed, right? So applause got to be given, especially around the conversation like, yo, how expensive games are getting, how expensive consoles are getting. Lady, are you getting a louder? Let's get right into it. Let's quickly have a look at settings and stuff. There's a few things that we should probably discuss here as well. That you should know off the bat. We have also it's on Game Pass as well. I probably should mention that. General settings, nothing crazy here. Just subtitle options, language options. It's a French dev, so there's if you play it in the base version, you can have it in French spoken language. That's the two language options. And then subtitles wherever you want. Graphics, there's a lot to go over there. We're talking about it. Turn music down, even though music is very important to this game. I don't want to drown me out. Not that many accessibility options other than automatic quick time and colorblind. Camera shake, and then controls. You might want to turn off vibration because it vibrates a lot. So it's got two graphics mode. It's got a performance mode and a quality mode. Default, it comes in quality mode. Quality mode runs at 30 FPS. Performance mode runs at 60 FPS. And then obviously I've turned off motion blur. Not obviously. I like to keep motion blur on, but here I've decided to turn it off because I think the blur is just too much in this game. So I've kept film grain on and chromatic aberration. I might turn film grain off later, depending, because some footage I've seen, it does get a little bit noisy later on. So we'll see. Vignette and I've turned it off, because it darkens the edge of the screen. You should always turn this off. So I was testing it a bit with the 30 FPS mode. And there's certain 30 FPS games where you could play and they're not too juddery, because we decided to play Assassin's Creed like that, right? And everybody's talking about the graphics of this game. So I went, all right, let's play this in quality because performance and graphics, that's what everybody's talking about. But no, this is one of those games where it's just too juddery, and I think it's very hard to play at for the quality mode. So I decided to go performance, and the motion blur is just too strong, so I had to turn it off. The things that, from the reading I've been doing, what mainly takes a dip is the resolution of the game. So it can go as low as 720p in performance mode, and like shadows take a big hit as well. But everything else is not, I don't think it's doing anything crazy here where you'll be missing out. That's the options I've decided to go here. And the game's a little bit dark, so I've turned brightness up by 0.1. Your mileage may vary. That's on you, but I thought I'll point it out. So let's start a new game. Let's go empty slot here. Let's go. When you start, difficulty, tutorials enabled, spoken language, and master volume. So let's go. You start off with a prologue. It does take quite a while to build up. There'll be a shorter version of this video up on YouTube where we cut all that stuff out and show a bit at the beginning and later on in combat. Yeah, even though we like, because like Final Fantasy X was like one of the last great turn-based Final Fantasy, I think, right? It borrows a lot off of that as well because on the side it's got the attack order and things like that as well. But unfortunately, one thing this game does different compared to those traditional PS2 JRPGs, even though it's turn-based, it has got a parry and a dodge mechanic, which I think is a shame. Everything's trying to be an action game, and even Square Enix like famously stopped doing turn-based because nobody wants to play it anymore, that style of game. So they decided to go back to that, but it's not pure turn-based. Every an attack from the enemy you can either dodge or parry, and parrying is very important into this game because if you parry it builds up your magic meter, from what I'm saying.
The flower or Sophie?
I want to say it's a shame because I suck at dodging and parrying. So
hey, you said it, not me. The
Like,
others are waiting for
hold
you.
on.
You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
You underestimate Lumiere's enthusiasm for the expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
But this is not one where you could like not pay attention and your turn comes and you press a
tried
button, right?
playing
You
with your
always
other
have to
arm
be
instead?
engaged with the combat in this.
If you could hit the
So,
painters directly, that would
even though it's
actually be
strictly,
useful.
turn-based,
Hobbies don't always have to be useful. I'm enjoying the uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow.
I want to say,
I get to do a lot more than 3
I should also note that cutscenes are still 30 FPS.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes.
I mean, I played it out of the prologue, but I think
start. After 4 years apart, what do I say to her on the day of her command?
the story
You're
kind of
asking
goes
me.
something like
I don't know. Sun's about to set.
every year
so
some mysterious
redirect.
force like lowers the age,
Hey,
and
Soph,
when
been
some
a
people
while.
get to that age,
Could
everybody
we-
like dies or something like that. And or they go to battle and we're gonna set off an expedition to try interrupt that kind of thing. That's what I've got from like the first hour. Again, also code coming very late, so I was too busy testing performance stuff rather than to engage with the story like crazy strong. Alright, so let's get this flower.
All right, let's go. I'll accompany you there.
If you
Are
hold
you
R,
ready to see her again?
yeah. If you hold
I'm
R2,
ready.
you can run. There's a toggle button to like go walk mode or jog mode, and hold R2 down. You can run. You can change down the options. One other thing that was interesting about this game is they didn't add
I
a
set
map.
up these grapple shortcuts.
I want to
Nice,
say
huh?
that was purposely so,
Don't tell
probably
your
to
sister, though. I
help
sort of
extend the length of the game.
borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Wish I had them when I was working as a courier.
Because obviously, the game looks great. People are saying the story and everybody's praising it well. It's a small studio. So like what had to give, right? So the thing that had to give, because obviously all JRPGs and everything we play are like 80-hour, like massive, right? The one thing where with this game is I think it's like 35 hours main campaign, and if you do the side stuff, you can add another 20-25 hours. So compared to
Come on,
like
Gustav, speed up
traditional
a bit. Sophie will have
JRPGs,
already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
that's what
My head.
is lacking, right? And then a lot of the early levels I've played as well, it seems very Final Fantasy 13-esque, where it's like corridors that you're
Can't
kind of
believe
running
Sophie
down.
already turned
There's like a jungle
33.
area later, but if you,
She looks
it
so much
still
younger than
feels
you.
like you're definitely running down
Thanks.
a corridor.
She's popular.
I like
I'm sure
FF13.
she already has a necklace full of flowers.
Not that I've got a problem with that,
imagine.
but if you're trying to like look through the cracks, I was like, wait, how did they manage this? Such a small team, looks great. Like where, like obviously there has to be some leeway somewhere, right? And there isn't that. Oh, it may not be as long as some of those other JRPGs, and it's a bit linear.
What?
You look tense.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you need. A little jewel.
But depending, right? Because most people haven't got time for long JRPGs, 8 hour slogs, so that might be perfect, right? But again, not a full price game, small team. Like there had to be some give, right?
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and tense. And if you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
All right, you're on.
Yes!
Do you wish to go for the battle tutorial? Sure. During your turn, your character can attack, aim, use a skill, or use an item. Skills consume AP, which is magic, to use. You can gain AP by performing a base attack or parry. This is why, even though you could be like, oh, I can avoid the parry system, but no, because of that magic build-up, you can't. Characters play turn by turn. The turn order is indicated in the panel on the left side. Even looks like Final Fantasy X's turn order. Try attacking to gain 1 AP. All right, so if we attack. Enemies usually perform 1 action per turn. You can defend during their attack. Melee will not. What's her name? I don't know. Hold her melee. During an enemy attack, dodge at the right time to avoid damage. Dodging at the last moment will trigger a perfect dodge. Let's be. Alright, the character's AP can be used to cast skills. Each character can have up to 6 skills equipped. Try to use a skill. Alright. So here, Gustav starts with 2 skills. Lumiere's Assault and Overcharged. He can use attacks and skills to charge up his overcharge. He can use, let's read that again. He can use attacks and skills to charge up his overcharge meter and unleash a devastating blow with his overcharge skill. Use Lumiere's Assault to gain charge. Alright. So let's go Y. Back. And then when you attack, there's like quick time actions, which you can turn off if you want them. And you press A at the right time. Will improve your skills effectiveness, increasing damage or adding bonus effects. Achieve perfect timing to unleash even stronger effects. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not like a hands-off turn-based RPG, right? During an enemy attack, you can also parry. Parry shares the same timing as perfect dodge, but is more difficult than a regular dodge. Parrying recovers 1 AP in addition to avoiding damage. Gustav's overcharge meter is full. Use the overcharge skill now to unleash a devastating blow.
For those who come after.
And I missed the timing as well.
You won. Now, don't you feel better? I see your smile. All right, now, let's go find Sophie. I saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
On console, they don't give you an option for the cutscenes to turn that off, so I'm
Can we talk?
not sure what's going on there.
Gustav. I love you all.
So if you really want to poke Hulk, you see the shadows under his hair and stuff and how it flickers and stuff. Even if you change that to quality mode, it didn't change. It still looked like that.
That's for your
I was like,
If
I'll
there's room.
just keep it to 60. These cutscenes are very quiet. I'm sorry.
There's always room.
I'm going to speak over them. You better read the text.
You know,
I
I'm
missed you.
sorry that I missed
You don't
you.
need to. Okay.
She said I missed you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
You know how I feel. I wish things had been. You know, I often think another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep. That
Somebody
hasn't
accused me of
changed.
that on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. Jerk.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things. I understand, just... in a different world, right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world, and you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. Walk me to the harbor?
Yes.
When you get new party members, if you press in your left stick, you can like change. Pressing to change. Oh, there you go. Doesn't affect battles. I gotta go to the harbor.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
Save
I'm
time.
fine. I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
People have gathered here on their way to the harbor, uniting one last time. It was Sin, right? Is Sin gonna come eat them all? You haven't played Final Fantasy X. I don't know what to tell you, okay? A lot of references to that.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
This too is your legacy.
In a way. It's yours too.
How many belts and turnbuckles? Buckles even are in that outfit. That's when you know. It's a meme that is always dropped on JRPGs, right? It's like, you know, how many belts and buckles we got in these outfits? I see 1, 2, 3, 4. If you got your headphones in, turn it down. This gets a little loud. Totally ignores all our settings, audio and... I saw 2 more buckles, 6. Right, you know, still counting. This music gets my video clocked on YouTube. I'm not really happy. No streamer mode or anything like that. think it's original music to the game. All right, so creepy lady, long hair, sits under a statue. Doing a countdown every year. I wonder if we would have done more side content, it would have like we would have got a better idea of like the story. But like if this is just me, oh, I used all those PR videos and everything come out, that's why I know what's going on. Or basically she Thanos snaps her fingers and everybody at a certain age disappears.
I'm here.
I know. I know.
I'm not trying to take away from the moment, but my OCD would drive me crazy right now. Like, dude, I just got dead person ash all over me. Maybe I did take away from the moment. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Gustav, your sister's here.
Yeah, I have to go talk to her. Take care of each other. My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye.
Everybody else is dressed to impress, and your darling sister was
The chief
horrendous
counselor
dress.
honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
He's only gonna have a year left to live anyway, right?
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway, I barely see you.
Just take care of Mayel, okay? Can't believe you're letting her go with you.
We'll take care of Melee.
Me? You're her guardian too, you stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers.
Lip syncing is way off because obviously the original was probably for the French language, right?
She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. understand. I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
Proceed to Emma's Peace. This will conclude the festival. Okay. Yes. I think we've done everything here.
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you.
After what she told us on the side, how fake could you be?
Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world.
We got this!
Unable to paint another death. Let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth.
We're all gonna die! Alright, where do we go with this story? No spoilers or anything, I don't know, but like... I was almost about to spoil Final Fantasy X because, you know, where that goes.
Thanks to you.
We make it, don't we?
Expedition 33.
Alright, so... how we actually get to the game? Yeah, the amount you move your camera and turning and panning, that's why I reckon you gotta play this in 60. Otherwise it's just like too juddery. Also turn off motion blur. Even though you get a lower, you know, total baseline resolution. Maybe you might feel differently about that if you're playing on a 4K screen. Expedition status. You can briefly check the expedition status and use a chroma elixir to recover health without interrupting exploration. Press Y to show the expedition status. The expedition status shows the name of the current area, the expedition's current objective, bindings for exploration. Okay. And also the current health of the expedition, the current amount of chroma elixirs. If the expedition is in bad shape, use the chroma elixir to fully heal all members. Chroma elixirs replenish expedition flags. Hold Y to use a chroma elixir. Is it not gonna let me skip until I got it. So yeah, press RT to run. So obviously I said, you know, even though it's turn-based RPG, what it does different is it's got a parry and a dodge mechanic, right? Something else they do, I don't want to mention that game, even though we've kind of been talking about it, is which is very interesting here. It has a bonfire basically. There's like save points, is where, like, it seems like that's where you level up at, but when you level up at them, it, you know, restores the enemies basically. It's a bonfire. So Even though I said, you know, it's a traditional turn-based RPG, like we haven't had one in a long time, but they added a lot of gameplay from, you know, current action games, especially the most popular action game. Which I don't know if you're gonna commit to, oh, we're gonna do a traditional turn-based, fully commit. I'm just saying that because I don't like parrying. I don't like parrying because you have to always be on, you know, you can't play games with like one eye on the screen and stuff because, all right, free aim shots are a good way to hit flying enemies as well as target enemies' weak points. Try aim. Shooting costs 1 AP. Aim at the weak point to deal increased damage. I wasn't even gonna try to pronounce the name. How do I know what his weak point is? I'm assuming right there. Okay, and then you attack. Oh, I messed that parry up. Okay. Got him. So sorry, the game gets really loud in combat. You're gonna punk, get up.
Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucian.
This is not the place. The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Puta.
No idea what that means. I'm assuming is a swear. Curse word even, should I say? Oh, sorry, music is really loud. Alright, so weak point. She's ready to go. She's like hopping and everything. Come on, stop being a punk.
Let us stain them.
Alright, so she's like the magic abilities. Luna's skills generate elemental stains. Her skills also consume specific stains to enhance their effects. There are 5 types of stains: ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in place of any other stain. Cycle between different elements to get the most out of the skill. Okay. Casting skills generate stains. Some skills can consume stains to become more powerful. Okay. Luna's starting skills are Ice Lance and Immolation. Is that you said that? Immolation. Ice Lance is ice skill that generates 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Use Ice Lance to generate stains. Okay, so unlike the other character, I have to do melee to generate her. You have to do magic to generate.
Ice shatter.
Elemental affinities. The Porter is weak to ice and took 50% more damage from Ice Lance. Most enemies have elemental affinities. Weakness take 50% more damage. Resistance take 50% less damage. Nullify takes no damage. Or absorb is healed instead of taking damage. Right, so we've got to watch out for absorb, nullify. Flow is a debuff that reduces speed of character by 25. Some enemies can attack the whole expedition at once. Press RB to parry and execute an expedition counter. Get wrecked. High lightning. So do we know if he's weak to lightning? I guess we could check, right? But it's probably not worth.
Let us stain them.
Luna now has 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Immolation will consume Luna's ice stain to deal increased damage. Light stains will be consumed if no corresponding element stains are available. Alright, burn the enemy. Oh, shit. Burn is a status effect that deals damage at the beginning of the character's turn. It is possible to be affected by multiple instances of burn, which increase the burn. Oh, interesting. Okay. Burn stacks. Battle loot. Gain 1 AP on a perfect dodge once per turn. Dodger level 1. Kills level. Anything else? Alright.
We did it, Gustav. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we?
She gained next level glee out of that. We did it, Gustav. See the smile? What are we doing?
Really
Consuming
works.
souls?
We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
When approaching confined spaces, you will something. They say automatically crouch. I don't. During your journey, you will find expedition flags set up by previous expeditions. Expedition flags allow you to heal, recharge your items, learn new skills, and allocate your character's attribute points. Characters gain 1 skill point and 3 attribute points per level. Okay. Have a look. Right, let's go rest first. Fully healed, and we got our elixir back. Okay, which is basically flasks. All right, let's go upgrade. Okay, give her luck. Upgrade attributes. What's to learn skills? Find skill. Got alright, pretty simple upgrade. And each character's one is unique.
This one looks dangerous.
Also, I think early on I forgot to do the.
Let the ink flow.
Let the ink flow. Timing was way off on that, I'm not gonna lie. I lucked the shit out of that.
Let us stain them.
Do I heal him? I guess I might as well go for ice here because he's not got any burn anyway. That was way too early. And again, no! It was going so well.
For those who come after.
Oh, wow. The overcharge one-shot him. Well, didn't one-shot him, you know what I mean? Coma Catalyst. Dude, this music is obnoxiously loud, man. It's annoying because that means we just got to turn overworld music down, but you're gonna be battling a lot, so. Oh, and she's okay. No, she's got 1 health.
These blue trees.
Something's disrupting the chroma around here. Be careful.
You know what I mean.
An advantage.
Oh, is he flying as well? Okay.
Ice shut.
Seriously, I'm getting turned around so much in this game. I mean, it looks nice. There is something very AI generated about this art, though. Maybe this guy got AI. Maybe he's got AI on their mind, right? And that's why it looks like that. We do that. Enemies will respawn. Uh-oh. Wow. Died in front of us? What the hell?
Fuck. It's big.
You could say that again.
Fall back.
Putain de merde.
Maybe we should have saved? Well. Some enemies have shields that protect them. Each shield completely blocks one hit.
A storm is coming. Feel the burn.
Yikes.
Let me help.
No. 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 Oh my absolute freaking days.
Take cover! Let's push forward.
Annoying.
Ice shatter!
The Patris must fall!
Healing tints or status effects. Healing tint. All right.
Celebrate later. There'll be others. We should be safe up in the tree.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, is this their map screen?
So, the message said head north to the weird corals.
And a door in a hut.
Interesting. So they didn't give us a mini map, but they gave us like a pseudo overworld map. Also, I did head north to something. So I wasn't paying attention. Somebody repeat what they said. Head north. You an enemy? Oh, you can access that sea camp at any time from the hunt and press down.
It's been a long day. We should make camp.
Speaking of camp,
Let's keep...
oh, he said keep moving. I didn't listen. They patched things up quick. That's not how arguments happen around here. You ain't talking to each other for like a month. In camp, you can rest and converse with your party members to leave the camp, interact with the bonfire. Right, flying waters. Okay, that's where we gotta go. Oh, remember. All right, flying water. Flying water. An enemy? Oh, there we go. I was trying to build tension. I wasn't lost, I swear.
$68. Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. The storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
They didn't even look like locks. Appreciate you, chat.
Interesting.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, my God. That was very useful as well. Ho, ho, ho. Damn. We got a new Easter flask. All right, I got to relearn everything on this level because there's no diamonds to shoot. Wait, what if we shoot the mines before we see them?
Get ready.
Shower is a buff that reduces 2% damage. Okay. We know what shell is. The shoot mechanic is interesting. I'm trying to think of other JRPGs, even though technically it's not a JRPG. I guess there's been so few Western-inspired Western-made Japanese-inspired JRPGs. Oh my god, how can I say this? What do we call this genre? Because you can't call it JRPG because it's not technically right. Forgot what I was gonna say. Uh-oh.
Well, that will help.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I heard some people say, oh, yo, the beginning part of the game is very easy, man. It's the first time I'm dying, like 10 hours in. Like, this just shows you how bad I am at parrying.
An advantage.
If chat wouldn't have pointed that out, I don't think I would have clicked on that they're holding mines.
Look, there's a door inside.
Straight barge out of that. Get away.
Seems empty. Let's go. Someone lives here.
Oh, interesting. So we're
Where
gonna
are
go.
we? This is
Melee! I mean, I do want to see, like, you know, like these kind of environments, right? Like castles and I was wondering, are we just gonna, because everything I've seen from the trailer footage as well made it look like, oh, all right, let's give you some more vitality. That really dives too quick. I kind of want to give everybody agility as well, just so we get more turns. Deals medium single target earth damage, 2 hit, can break, consume. I guess let's see what the break is, right? Melee, is that you?
Mael?
Is it? I can't tell. Oh, it is. It is. He's smiling. Melee!
Gustav? Are you real?
Nope. Yeah, don't you feel bad now? You was like, we can't go.
Well, you sure smell real enough.
No, I don't.
It's okay. It's okay.
I was worried.
Made it.
Okay, you know I'm getting Uncanny Valley. The characters don't blink enough.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur.
Look, Melee hasn't
I
blinked like
remember
not even
everything
once.
At the beach.
Still
And I
no
woke
blinking.
up here.
Still no blinking. Oh, that's not creepy.
With him. He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What is he?
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
The chroma around him. It's quite different from the Nevrons.
Again. We just trained earlier. All right. But this time I have backup.
Attacks announced with a jump flare must be jumped. These attacks can't be parried or dodged. Attack announced with a jump. Okay. Press A to jump. After a jump, you can trigger a jump counter attack. Press RT to counter. Oh, interesting. Melee stances. Melee skills change her battle stance. Defense stance takes less damage and gains 1 AP per parry or dodge. Offense stance deals more damage but takes increased damage. Deals a lot more damage. Switching to a new stance also provides Mela with 1 AP. Switching between stances without interruption to maximize her skills and effects. Oh, so she's just like Final Fantasy 13 but in one character. How do you change her stance? Skill. Offensive switching. Miles start skills are offensive switching sparks. Spark and pierce. Offensive switching switches Mao to offensive stance. Excuse me. Spark pierce with switch to defensive. Use offensive switching to switch to offensive stance. Defense is a... Oh, I forgot what jump was. Defense is a debuff. Okay. When Mao is offensive stance, she deals more damage but also takes more damage. At the end of the turn, Mao will revert to stanceless unless she uses skills that switches her to a defensive stance or uses her base attack. Unless she uses a skill that switches her to a different stance or uses her base attack. Casting a skill that switches Mao to a defensive stance. In offensive stance, Spark has additional effect. It applies more burn attack to its target, increasing the burn damage it receives. After casting Spark, Mao will switch to the defensive stance. Use Spark to benefit from offensive stance. Hey, that's a lot. Damn, she does a damn mage.
This
I guess
was weak.
this ain't gonna kill I know because they're teaching me stuff, right? I hope they didn't want to teach me more stuff.
That was fun, but I think we've had enough training today. You could come with us if you like. If that's a yes, we'll see you at the camp.
Told you we're gonna get more characters at camp.
Neko's usually here. I wonder where...
Is that a gestural?
Stop that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're human? Neko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Neko will trade you lots of useful items for chroma.
Base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. Oh, I didn't realize he wanted freaking 3.6. Her then, innit? I'm not using dodge, so
It said something.
new weapon. Damn, alright, thank you very much. No, I want to know. I wonder after you're done with them, If you shouldn't, I want to attack you. Oh, I'm not even using lightning, so it's not worth, but it's got more damage on it. Whatever. I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing all the side content and just... I thought we were about to get... Okay, I'm gonna get KO'd here.
Spill some ink.
Fire does decent damage.
Let me help.
Wait, what? 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 Oh, damn, you take a lot of fire damage. Alright. Oh, you take a lot of everything damage.
Get ready.
Good stuff. Don't die. On guard. Please survive.
Come on. Alright, finally, man.
For those who come after.
Oh, he spurred back out. What? Yo, welcome back.
Rise!
Okay, Earth is doing a chunk.
Chronos flowing. I'll do it.
Easy peasy. And no matter what we do with the volume, the music is just uncontrollable in battle. Feel like we're coming to a boss fight here. Oh, did I call it? Ha! Imagine if she was still alive. No, it's just coincidence. Rose. There's roses everywhere here. What am I talking about?
Watch out!
You're right.
It only attacked when...
It's coming.
A storm is coming.
Parry it! En garde!
I wonder if defenseless removes all shields. Is that how I should be using it? And we don't have to worry about the flowers later?
Let me paint death!
Finesse and grace. Precise strike.
Feel the burn!
This was weak.
Yeah, I'm gonna not attack them on purpose to see what defenseless does. What if we should wait for 7?
Let me paint death!
En garde.
Feel the burn!
Oh, he got destroyed that time. Shape of Hell, Polished Chrome Catalyst.
Gustav, wait! It
Stop
seems
it.
peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a paintress creation. Putain! Damn, Maya, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Gustav, we won't understand what's going on.
Maybe
if we
it is
kill
his
everything that moves.
ex-girlfriend.
Look, a red tree.
Was starting
The
like
Gestural
crazy.
village must be ahead.
You know what Nevrons are capable of.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Maybe it just looks like it. All right, one more area, and I think we get some fun thoughts on this. Or you gotta blink, man. It's too creepy.
Still too far.
Ooh, do we think Trojan horse out here? Or is it just telling us, oh, yo, you got a new character in your base?
Surprised to find you here.
I hope we can trust him.
Well, at least we can upgrade our Pictos.
Okay, so this is how I told you. All right, so upgrade weapons. The character can upgrade weapons. The list of available weapons for current character is shown on the left screen. Can be sorted by power level. Okay. I wonder if there's gonna be a story cutscene here. You know, I think we're ready to give some final thoughts here. So we've been playing for like 5.5 hours. I do not know how 5.5 hours went. We've done a lot of backtracking, looking for enemies, so we didn't like explore a lot. But you know how I play. I just got every nook and cranny explore. So okay, you know, best thing about this game is the music. It is really, really good. Like, it even changes tone to what it is in the beginning. It's not even like that at all. But yeah, the battle music is like fantastic to the point. Like, there's something here where you can listen to music. I'm looking forward to unlocking it so we can hear it. Like, as good as people are saying the graphics are, I think the music's even better in this game. Enemies look great. Like I was saying a second ago, graphics look great. One thing I would say though, because you know how early on in the beginning of the video I was saying like it's very linear, but also from the areas we've explored at the moment, I don't know where it's gonna go later, but I hope there's more like architectural artwork. Because at the moment it feels like you know, auto-generated forests and plants and leaves, you know, and like natural beauty stuff. But at the same time, I'm not trying to put this as a diss on the devs, but you know, if somebody was to say to me, "Oh, it was AI auto-generated," you could say that as well. You know, you can make like foliage and all that look nice and floating rocks and all that, but it has no character to it. You see what I'm saying? So as nice as it looks, it's kind of bland at the moment for that regard. Bland is the wrong word. Because it's imaginative, and you know, there's a water area you go, and like fish are floating in the water, like that is the skybox basically. So is boring is the wrong word, but like at the same time, and this is just a personal preference thing, but like, you know, there was one section we came to, and you was like inside a building, and I want to know what this engine can do with those type of graphics. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like very hard to tell with like foliage stuff. But that would be my only slight on it. And again, it is like very linear. You are going down corridors, but I don't mind that. But yeah, my one contention with this game would be, and again, this is a very personal preference thing, because a lot of our community plays like action games and they love the parry and dodge mechanic. That's why they love games like Sekiro here and Bloodborne. That's why I say this is a personal preference thing, because even off the in the front of the video and off the bat, we was just describing this as a turn-based RPG, which it is, But there is a major mechanic in this game, which I'll show in the video and the highlights for YouTube and everything, where you can parry and dodge. Dodging almost seems like pointless because it's better to parry because you get magic back, and the risk is almost the same. Dodging may be a tiny bit easier, but then what's the point? But it's an integral part of the game. Like certain battles, if you keep taking hits, you're gonna lose because you don't have enough magic on revives, especially early on in the game. And the way to win those battles is literally by parrying. And then even a little bit later on, they also introduce another quick time event into battles where there's certain attacks where you have to jump, and once you jump the attacks, you press A to jump, and then you can do a counter attack from those. So yeah, even though it's turn-based, and again, like they've added a lot of action elements into it, like, you know, they're borrowing from Souls games, you could say, and I know people hate it when I say that, but literally there is a bonfire. You rest at the bonfire, you level up at the bonfire. When you rest at the bonfire, all the enemies respawn. So, you know, it does make the battle system fun, but at the same time, it's not one of those where, oh, you come home late at night, you know, you're having a conversation with somebody, you could do two things at once. Like, you know, your traditional JRPGs, you can grind them, not be paying full attention. No, this battle system requires your full attention, so you always got to be on. For me, that's a negative because I don't like to always be on. I want to just play at my own pace, but yeah, you have to parry and dodge everything, and I'm not the best at parrying, if I'm being honest with you. So for me, I would say that is one negative and caveat, but again, 100% I would fully admit that is a personal preference thing. For some people, they will say, oh, this is like the evolution of the turn-based, because you got traditional turn-based here, which you don't get in a lot of games, but also they've added that action time events into the battles, right? But for me, I'm just saying, I thought I'll point it out here just so you are aware of it, because, you know, you might not like parrying and dodging, and it is like a vital part of the battle mechanic here. So that would be my only thing that, you know, but again, that's a personal preference thing. Story seems interesting. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm enjoying the story. They're not letting on a lot here in these first 5 hours. We just got like basics of what's going on, but other than, yeah, surprise hit, you know, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, 30-man dev team, £40 game, especially when you got things like Mario Kart announced at 75, 80 and things like that. Looks great, performs great. Saw a little bit of stuttering in one or two areas, but I was running at the 60 FPS mode, even though there's a 30 FPS quality mode. I feel like, you know, some games at 30 FPS like stutter too much. Not stutter, but it's just, it doesn't look smooth at 30. I mean, 30 doesn't look smooth, but, you know, so like we played Assassin's Creed at 30 and that was fine. I think you have to play this at 60. So yeah, they've got, you know, for how small the dev was, how much they're asking for this game, they got a lot out of it, you know. So even though one or two personal gripes of mine, that's just personal preference. But yeah, if you are into JRPGs or RPGs, like, or, you know, even those Western developed, like, you know, borrowing from that genre, you like Final Fantasy, you like the Persona games, I would definitely put this on my radar. Like, when this got announced a couple of months ago, like last year, but like when we saw it, I was like, you know, maybe I don't know if it's gonna be that good. So I'm glad this game is getting all the praise it is. Yeah, I can't wait to see what else this developer does, right? Because again, I think this is their first official game, so pleasant surprise. There you have it, where again this stream has gone on a bit long, where I make a shorter video over for YouTube. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. I don't know if there's a demo out for this. Again, if you've got Xbox, you play it on Game Pass. Are you looking forward to this? Are you considering picking this up? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, follow and subscribe depending on the platforms you're watching. Turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. Other than that, I think I'm going to call it with this one. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.